But we right here, and we have the elite in the rap community right here, okay? Now, we have the elite and people taking care of children in the communities. We have C. Vernon Mason. We have Joe Bragg from Kiss FM, okay?
Attorney Stephen James.
Attorney Stephen James, okay? And we have Mr. Greg Ellis in the back. And these are all people that are taking care of kids. And so the topic today that we're talking about is police brutality, okay? In the black communities, we feel that there's like no justice, okay? With people, what'd you say again? No peace, right? No peace. Okay. And this is the brother from the group home. Tell us how you feel.
We think police is punks.
Okay.
No, that's one. But they are, you know, they can do
They
their thing,
unorganized. They don't be knowing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? First of all, it's survival out here. You can't stop us for surviving.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
No bread and butter.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody gave you the laws of nature or nothing. You know
so what do you mean by survival? What is it that you're trying to survive on? What is it that the cops are doing wrong?
First
trying
of all,
to stop us from eating.
There you go. Wonderful.
Which is the mental way of money.
You know,
so that's why money comes in, and they're about to stop that soon and go buy social securities.
Need credit, and we ain't got no credit.
And money can buy anything, which is food, what you need to survive.
No jobs, first of all. A lot of lack of jobs, no jobs whatsoever. Brothers got educations and still can't get jobs. So I don't even want to hear all that. You can go to school for all this and all that, because I'm still seeing brothers I hang with that went to school for 4 years or whatever and still hanging with me. And I'm doing my little whatever to survive. So,
but they're always going to be in our way anyway. So we have to run over
what the police doing, though, is all they doing is they job, you know what I'm saying, which is to keep their foot on the black man's neck. It's like
taking what we got to feed their family.
But it's like this, we all standing here, we all men. We all make our own way. We all pay our taxes. We all have jobs. You know? But when they see us on the street, we not men to them. See what I'm saying? We savages. We animals. Because this is what they told.
Stereotype thing.
This is what they told. They told that when you see a young black guy with his hat turned backwards or wearing something like this or that, he's a savage, he's a criminal, he's an animal, he's a boy.
He's a beast.
You know? And what we just want to tell them and let them know is that we men. That's right. You know, and we gonna be men. And we not only men, but we warriors. You know, and I'm saying the police, they like an occupying force, you know what I'm saying? And when the Italians came into Ethiopia, the Most High was shooting and killing the same way, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like us. You just can't come and attack us and expect us not to fight back, not to be the warriors that we are, because that's in our blood.
They got these little burners. We can survive without burners.
Because a lot of the police officers, before they were police officers, especially now, the new young police officers were punks. They was getting slapped up in their neighborhood. And they feel like this is the way to get revenge. That's how black on black crime comes in, because they commit crimes on us now because they have the badge and the gun. So now they want to look at us hard, and they want us to say something so they could jump on us. And you know, the police, they're a gang.
So let me ask you a question. How do you feel about sometimes, like, you ever had somebody get killed in your neighborhood by a cop and he didn't have a gun? Okay. So how do you feel about, just something I want to know. How do you feel about the situation that when that little black kid is killed, okay, and then all of a sudden there's no media really about it, or there's no big funeral down the street, and the family has to provide for that death? In most black families, at the time of death, unfortunately, we got to raise a lot of money that's not there in our households. But yet, if the cop gets killed, okay, because a brother was running, defending himself because the cop was possibly beating him up, and the brother pulls out a firearm and he fires at that cop in self-defense, because people out there in TV land, I don't think they realize that we're being beat up, smacked. In case you don't realize, on television, okay, they filmed it. Like Rodney King was filmed, and really nothing actually happened. But then they filmed Craig Mack, Biggie Smalls, okay, with the cops trying to beat them down, okay, with a big crowd of people. Now, what I don't understand is that with that tape, nothing is done to the cops, okay? But yet,
you know what I'm saying?
How many records Biggie Smalls and them sold about? And
it don't matter. No,
see that it does matter.
I'm gonna tell you why it don't matter.
But you know why it matters?
It matters. This is the thing. It matters, but it don't matter. It matters to us. Don't get me wrong. And it matters.
Not to us. It matters to them. You know why it matters to them? For one reason, because back in the days they gave Elvis respect, I'm saying, look,
but this is the whole thing. But see, this is the whole thing. We not dealing. You can't think that you dealing on a fair basis. Oh, I know. It's not like forget respect. They don't respect us because it's not just this didn't just happen yesterday. It didn't just happen when the police force started. It happened back thousands of years ago when they decided that they was gonna take us out of our kingly positions and take the spots for themselves. You know what I'm saying? All this they doing today, they didn't just start doing this today. This is a code that they go by. Just like we all supposed to have a code, they have a code that they go by. And this is hundreds and thousands of years old. And this is how they do their thing. This is how they keep things the way they are. So it don't matter if I have $1 million, I could be a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? The plan is that all the black people, you have to push them down because they God. They the jealous.
Let me say this. It's an extension of slavery.
That's all it is.
The first slaves came over here in the year 1555. And ever since, in 1865, when the slaves were free, we still been under the foot of Caucasians. You never heard of police brutality of black cops ganging up on white children. You always see white cops ganging up on our black and Latino youth. And all that it is a great disrespect. They use the term the extinction of the black man. The term extinction is something that you use on animals. Why? Because they think of us as animals. So it's like this, we trying to stand here in unity and come from our perspective, letting people know that we ain't down with that police brutality. And there's gonna be a day when the black man is organized. Because right now we putting the gun on each other. A lot of rappers talk about killing each other. But when the black man comes together and recognize who the real enemy is, that's when it's gonna be on.
It's mainly because the pole 9 they suffer from the pole 9 suffer from the pole 9 that they have within themselves. They don't know. The pole 9 is the organization so-called the C Cipher Power, the cops that harass everyone on a daily. We get harassed just for maintaining on our blocks on a daily basis. It's because they fear for their own lives. Their job is to protect and serve their community, their district. They fear for their lives, so they fear that they have to show justice and they have to come and bring force in a way where if we decide to really do to no one what's really going around in our circumference, they really start to fear, oh, our community is really coming together.
And this is what
so
they
right
fear
now,
right here.
What we doing right here, that's why just a few minutes ago, Big Jeru was getting harassed by the C Cipher, but we just overlooked that because we came here to build or destroy. We came here to get something from our chest into y'all heads, to get y'all something to think about, to bring forth the light that the shining is manifesting right now. Word up.
That's why I call
so right now, we doing it like this, right here.
We got nothing but intelligence, and people constantly keep saying that rappers are hoodlums. If you can't hear the intelligence, then maybe you need to think about what you've been saying about rappers and look in the mirror. We have a distinct gentleman here from Los Angeles. Could you please come out here and tell us how things work in LA? How are the cops out there? Because we hear that y'all suffer out there.
Well, they made a point, they talk about the cops, they get smacked up in their neighborhoods and stuff. I mean, it's true out there. They got the little grip, got the gun right here. They makes them a bigger man, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It's a job to them.
I think it's totally different in LA, because out here in New York, you see beat walkers on the reg. Out in LA, you constantly see them mobile. They constantly in their vehicles, keeping it moving. Out here, they got a chance to really be on some creep up around the corner, because they be on the beats at 3 in the morning. They be coming through around the corner when it's the stick-up kids that's usually right there. You see a gang of police ready to hop out on you. You just coming home from a party or beat up out your mom. They just ready to pounce for no reason. Word up.